The village of On lived in a perpetual twilight, shrouded by the looming shadow of Engbumbum. Whispers of witches, of curses and bargains struck with the devil, clung to the air like the scent of damp earth. Young Anudi, with his eyes the color of a stormy sky and a heart full of naive dreams, was oblivious to the whispers. He was in love. Lei, with hair the color of raven wings and eyes like molten gold, was the most beautiful woman in On, but her beauty was tainted, whispered to be a gift from the devil himself. Lei was a witch, and her touch, they said, brought only misfortune. Yet Anudi, blinded by love, saw none of it. He saw only the ethereal grace of her movements, the haunting melody of her laughter. He yearned for her, his heart aching with a longing that consumed him. He knew the villagers would never approve, would never allow him to court Lei. So, he sought a way to defy them, to claim his love, no matter the cost. He found himself drawn to Engbumbum Forest, a place of whispers and shadows, where the air crackled with unseen energy. Deep within the forest, he stumbled upon a clearing, a circle of stones bathed in an eerie moonlight. In the center, a figure sat, cloaked in shadows, its face obscured. "You seek power, mortal?" the figure asked, its voice like dry leaves skittering across stone. Anudi, trembling but resolute, knelt before the figure. "I seek Alara's hand in marriage," he declared. The figure chuckled, a sound like whine through skeletal branches. "Lei, the witch's daughter, a tempting prize." "I do not care what she is," Anudi insisted. "I love her." "Love is a fleeting illusion, mortal," the figure scoffed. "Easily shattered, easily corrupted. I will risk anything for her," Anudi vowed, his voice unwavering. The figure leaned closer, its eyes, when they finally emerged from the shadows, glowed with an infernal light. "Very well," it hissed. "I offer you a bargain. Claim Lei as your wife, and I shall grant you a lifetime of prosperity, of power beyond your wildest dreams. But there will be a price." Elias, blinded by his love, readily agreed. "What is the price?" "Your soul," the figure rasped, its voice a venomous caress. "Bound to me for eternity." Anudi hesitated, the weight of his decision crashing down upon him. Eternity, an eternity of servitude to this thing. But the image of Lei, her radiant smile, her eyes filled with a love that mirrored his own, banished his doubts. "I accept," he declared, his voice firm. The figure cackled, a sound that echoed through the forest. "Wise choice, mortal. For tonight, you will have your beloved. But remember, the price is due." That night, under the watchful gaze of the stars, Anudi and Lei were wedded. The villagers, their faces etched with fear and disapproval, watched from afar as the young couple exchanged vows. But Anudi, basking in the glow of Lei's love, felt invincible. He had defied them all. The first few years of their marriage were blissful. Prosperity, as promised, rained down upon them. Their home, once a humble cottage, blossomed into a grand manor, overflowing with riches. But as time passed, Anudi began to notice subtle changes in Lei. Her laughter grew colder, her touch, once warm and comforting, now chilled him to the bone. The villagers' whispers grew louder, more sinister. They spoke of Lei's eyes, now permanently shadowed, of her laughter, now a chilling echo. They spoke of the chilling air that always seemed to follow in her wake. Anudi, consumed by denial, refused to listen. He clung to the memory of the woman he had married, the woman he loved. But the reality was undeniable. Lei was changing, becoming a creature of shadows, a reflection of the bargain he had struck. Their home, once a haven of warmth, became a prison, a place of icy silence and unspoken fears. Lei, haunted by the shadows of her past, grew increasingly distant, her love replaced by a chilling indifference. One night, as Anudi slept, he felt a cold breath on his neck, a touch that sent shivers down his spine. He awoke to find Lei standing over him, her eyes glowing with an infernal light. "The price is due, my love," she hissed, her voice a venomous whisper. Anudi, finally understanding the true cost of his bargain, felt a wave of despair wash over him. He had traded his soul for a fleeting illusion, A love that had long since vanished, replaced by a cold, empty shell. As Leigh reached out, her touch icy and suffocating, Anudi knew there was no escape. He had asked for the devil's hand in marriage, and now he would pay the ultimate price. The villagers, awakened by Anudi's terrified screams, found him the next morning, his body lifeless, his face contorted in a mask of terror. Leigh, her eyes now permanently shadowed, stood over him, a silent, haunting figure, her laughter echoing through the desolate manor, a chilling reminder of the price of forbidden love.